In times of adversity and challenges, we often seek answers to confront the uncertainty of life. It is in those moments that the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor of Rome, holds immense value. His Stoic philosophy guides us towards serenity and virtue amidst the storms of life. Today, we are going to delve into Marcus Aurelius' teachings on how to face pain and worry, and discover how his wisdom can help us find inner peace in the toughest times. Stay tuned until the end to uncover an astonishing secret: Marcus Aurelius' philosophy can transform the way you approach life. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications. This way, you'll be updated about all the new videos we'll be sharing with you. Now, let's get started. At one time, Marcus Aurelius was considered the most powerful man in a known world. However, unlike many Roman emperors, he didn't indulge in the pleasures he had access to, such as wine and sadistic games in the Colosseum. Instead, he strived to live a virtuous life by following Stoic principles. His main focus was to serve humanity, and to achieve that, he understood the importance of not worrying about things he couldn't control. Stoicism is based on the distinction between what we can control and what we can't. Marcus Aurelius realized that most things, beyond our own actions, do not depend on us. This doesn't mean we should isolate ourselves from the world, but rather be realistic about our limited influence in these areas. Having control over his worries allowed him to face his responsibilities as an emperor and focus on his purpose of serving humanity. For Epictetus, this mindset meant freeing people from external forces and focusing on important goals. For others, it was a path towards a happy, worry-free life in difficult times. Marcus Aurelius also addressed worry about the future. Often, we suffer more in our imagination than in reality. We imagine scenarios that will probably never happen, leading us to fear the unknown. The key, according to Marcus Aurelius, is to live in the present and not let thoughts about the future disturb us. The future's misery is only our present concern for it. By focusing on the present, we can face what is to come with confidence. As for the past, Marcus Aurelius reminded us of how fleeting existence is and that we can't change what has already happened. The past and the future are realms we can't access. Therefore, we must focus on the present and live according to Stoic principles. This video explores Marcus Aurelius' philosophy on worrying less about things that are not worth it. If you want more Stoic wisdom, you can check out the book Stoicism for Inner Peace, which contains complete works on how to maintain calm and focus in difficult times. Marcus Aurelius stated, and I quote, "Remember that a person lives only in the present, in this fleeting instant. All the rest of his life has already been lived and is gone, or is yet to be revealed. One's life is thus short, and this corner of the earth in which one finds oneself is narrow." Despite the narrowness of our lives, which only occur in the present moment, we are often too preoccupied with these areas that lie outside of it and cannot be entered in the future and the past. Marcus Aurelius claimed that the past means nothing and is indifferent in the present. It's not that past events don't have an influence on the present, or that we can't learn from past events. It's just that we can't work with the past, because it is outside of our reach, and often our memories of the past are fuzzy and the ways to verify what exactly happened are limited. Relying on personal memories, perspectives, and different viewpoints from ourselves and others. Therefore, the past is not only out of our reach, but it is most likely that our recollection is inaccurate. Despite this, we still worry about past events, often replaying them in our minds, re-experiencing the pain they caused us. While pondering the past, some believe they can exert some control over it, but that is an illusion. The past is gone. All we try to control are our thoughts about something that has been removed, never to return. We wish we could have done it differently, but wishing for the impossible gets us nowhere. Instead of focusing on past events themselves, Marcus Aurelius focused on his reaction to them. We can't control past events, and most likely, we can't prevent them when they occurred in the present. But we can control how we position ourselves towards these events. Initially, we might consider the past unfortunate. We might have had difficult childhoods or experienced the end of friendships or business projects filled with challenges. But according to Marcus Aurelius, the nature of these events is not as important as how we handle them. He said, "It is not unfortunate that this has happened. It is fortunate that this has happened, and I have remained unharmed, not crushed by the present, nor fearful of the future it could bring. It happened to anyone, but not everyone could have remained unharmed. Instead of viewing certain events as misfortunes, we can consider them as opportunities to demonstrate our virtues. Interestingly, Marcus Aurelius doesn't entirely dismiss the value of the past. He believed that we could learn from the past by observing how things come and go, repeating themselves, so that we can extrapolate into the future. As for the present, Marcus Aurelius frequently mentioned that the present moment is all we have. It is the narrow field with access from the present, from where we can contemplate the endless abyss of the past and the impenetrable darkness of the future. If you're enjoying what you've seen so far, I encourage you to show your support by clicking on the like button below. Your support is crucial for us to continue bringing you quality content. Marco Aurelius saw the law of nature as our master. If we run away from it or feel pain or anger because of it, we are nothing but deserters and fugitives. We must accept the ways of nature, embrace them, and focus on dealing with them instead of wasting our energy being upset or clinging to our circumstances. One way to accept the present, he wrote in the 7th book of his Meditations, is to focus on what we have, not on what we lack. But with caution, he said, treat what you don't have as non-existent. Look at what you have, the things you value most, and think about how much you would desire them if you didn't have them. But be careful, don't feel so much satisfaction that you start to overvalue them, which would bother you if you lost them. However, accepting circumstances can be difficult, especially when we face significant difficulties in life, gives us lemons repeatedly. Can't we just take a break? But for Marcus Aurelius, adversity is not an excuse to behave like squealing pigs. He argues that it is an opportunity to practice virtue or, in other words, apply Stoic philosophy to one's own life. The art of living is not about how amazing and fortunate our external circumstances are, as they are unreliable, weak, fickle, and not ours. It is about how we face the events we face. That is what should concern us, according to the Stoics, as Marcus truly said, "For to me the present is an opportunity for the exercise of rational virtue, civic virtue, in short, the art which men share with the gods." Both treat everything that happens as something sacred, natural, not new or difficult to deal with, but familiar and easy to handle. So, how can we apply Marcus Aurelius' teachings in our daily lives and find virtue in every moment? What steps can we take to stop resisting what we cannot change and instead focus on what we can control? Leave us your comment below, and we will be reading what you have to share. Remember to subscribe and activate the notification bell to continue enjoying our content. See you soon!